Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Pour ceux et celles présents ici à la salle Camille Villeneuve, veuillez prendre place. À nos participantes et participants virtuels, merci d'être avec nous. Vous êtes déjà bien installés pour suivre l'événement. Nous débuterons dans quelques instants. Merci. Good afternoon, friends and colleagues, both in the room and joining us online. We are about to begin. For those here in the Camille Villeneuve room, please take your seats. For our virtual attendees, thank you for being with us. You're all set to watch. We'll be starting in just a few moments. Thank you.
Nimanagiananik, Mami Winini Anishinabeg, Ogog, Ka Nagadawabadajig, Io Aki, Eko Weshkad, Ako Nungum, Egawikad, Kimigwewach, Nimanagiananik, Kakina Anishinabeg, Undaje, Kaye o gog kakana eni agazijik ene gokamigog kanadang eji o dapanangik en dawajin o dawang Ninisadanoinawananik kenawendamujik kije kikindamawin weshkinigijik kaye keje yadizijik nigije wenimananik ogog kanigani songideyejik weshkad nongum kaye Ayanikaj.
Et voilà, finalement, bonjour et bienvenue à la finale du concours uOGRADflix. Welcome you all to the uOGRADflix showcase. I'm delighted to be here today. It has been a very interesting morning, getting stuck in the elevator and having technical problem, but it's good. We're all here and we're going to celebrate the research of our students. Mon nom est Christine Auger. I'm a senior advisor in the Office of the Vice Provost, Graduate and Postdoctoral Study. I'm very happy to be here today. Cette année marque une première historique pour uOGRADflix. Nous célébrons à la fois en personne et en ligne. Donc, this hybrid format allows us to bring together our immediate community here in the room while connecting with viewers globally. So welcome everyone that's also online. Please share your location and who you're supporting today in the chat. N'hésitez pas à partager vos encouragements dans le clavardage tout au long de la cérémonie pour les gens qui sont en ligne. J'aimerais souligner, on a des invités spéciaux aujourd'hui. With us today, we have the Provost and Vice President Academic, Jacques Beauvais, and we also have André Beauchemin, our Vice Provost, Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, and last year winner, Nicolas Brodeur. So thank you for being here today. Today's event, thank you. Today's event celebrates groundbreaking research by graduate students from uOttawa and St. Paul University. La finale met en vedette les vidéos de nos 25 finalistes exceptionnels et dévoilera les gagnantes et gagnants, incluant le prix du public déterminé par vos votes à la fin. Nos participantes et participants ont relevé un défi unique, présenter des années de recherche en 60 secondes. Their video showcase not just their research, but also their creativity and their ability to communicate complex ideas efficiently. Veuillez noter que l'événement se déroulera en français et en anglais. The event will alternate between both languages. 4 prizes will be awarded, 3 selected by our jury, and 1, the People's Choice Award, which is determined by your votes at the end. You will have the opportunity to vote for your favorite video. You will have 5 minutes, and your vote will be compiled toward the People's Choice Award in real time. Les gagnants et gagnantes recevront un prix en argent et deviendront ambassadeurs et ambassadrices de la recherche pour l'Université d'Ottawa. Throughout the event, you will hear from 3 guest speakers. As our finalists brilliantly took the challenge to present their research in 60 seconds, j'invite nos invités d'honneur à relever un défi similaire, livrer leur message en seulement 180 secondes. J'ai maintenant l'honneur de céder la parole au provost et vice-recteur aux affaires académiques, M. Jacques Beauvais. Please welcome our provost and vice president, academic affairs, Jacques Beauvais.
Ça prendrait une grosse horloge sur le fond en arrière, là, ça, avec 180 secondes. C'est un immense plaisir d'être ici cet après-midi parmi vous pour la finale du concours uOGRADflix de cette année. Un événement qui célèbre l'excellence de la recherche, de la créativité, du travail exceptionnel de nos étudiantes et étudiants aux études supérieures. Today, we really have the privilege of witnessing the culmination of months of hard work, perseverance, and passion. Each finalist has embraced the unique challenge of transforming complex research into a concise, engaging, and visually compelling video. A truly remarkable achievement that showcases the innovative spirit of our graduate community. La recherche peut parfois sembler être un parcours solitaire d'analyse et de réflexion, mais uOGRADflix nous rappelle que la recherche est fondamentalement une question de connexion. Connexion entre les chercheurs et chercheuses et la société, entre les découvertes et leurs applications, entre les idées d'aujourd'hui et les solutions de demain. Cette initiative incarne l'essence même de l'expérience étudiante aux études supérieures, un parcours transformateur alliant découverte intellectuelle, développement personnel et impact sociétal. Aujourd'hui, vous verrez de façon nouvelle et inattendue la recherche prendre vie. As we celebrate our finalists today, we're celebrating more than research. We're celebrating the journey of discovery, the power of storytelling, and the courage it takes to share your passion with the world. Each of you contributes uniquely to our vibrant graduate community, and we are committed to supporting you in reaching your full potential. On behalf of the University of Ottawa, congratulations to all our finalists today. We're really proud of you, and we're inspired by you, and we're excited to see where your journey is going to take you. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. Merci, Dr. Beauvais. You passed the test. Thank you. Les vidéos soumises au concours uOGRADflix ont été minutieusement évaluées par un comité composé de 3 juges qui les ayant évaluées selon les 3 critères suivants. 50% of the score was on how participants convey their message, with the remaining 50% divided between their level of creativity and their technical proficiency. There are 4 prizes to be won. Thanks to a generous 1,000 sponsorship from the Research Management Service, we are excited to announce enhanced prizes this year. The competition champion will receive $1,250, the second place winner $1,000, the third place winner $750, and the People's Choice Award winner $750 as well. All winners and finalists will be featured on our website. Cette bonification des prix est rendue possible grâce au généreux soutien du service de gestion de la recherche. Nous lui en sommes reconnaissants. Nous vous encourageons à prendre des notes concernant les vidéos que vous préférez au fur et à mesure de leur diffusion afin de pouvoir ensuite voter pour votre choix préféré à la fin. For online viewers, we share the PDF list of all finalists in presentation of order in the chat window to facilitate voting for the People's Choice Award. Pour les gens dans la salle, nous avons une version papier que mes collègues pourront distribuer si vous ne les avez pas ramassés. Ramassez la feuille quand vous êtes arrivés. À présent, il me fait plaisir de vous présenter les 3 membres du jury du concours uOGRADflix. Tout d'abord, Luc Bonneville, PhD, est un chercheur de renom et professeur titulaire en communication à l'Université d'Ottawa. Il est titulaire d'un doctorat en sociologie de l'Université du Québec à Montréal et sa thèse a été récompensée par le prix de la meilleure thèse de l'Institut de recherche en économie contemporaine. Après une année de recherche postdoctorale à l'Université de Montréal, il a rejoint l'Université d'Ottawa en 2004. Où il a été directeur du département de communication de 2020 à 2024 et cofondateur du groupe de recherche interdisciplinaire sur la communication organisationnelle. Ses travaux portent, entre autres, sur la communication organisationnelle et l'impact des technologies de l'information et de la communication, faisant de lui un chercheur respecté dans les domaines de la communication et de la santé. Dr. Rawat Deodanan is an epidemiologist and associate professor with the Interdisciplinary School of Health Science. He also holds appointments with the Life Research Institute and the Center for Health Law, Policy and Ethics, and is a senior fellow at Massey College at the University of Toronto. A former chief scientist with the federal government, he's also an award-winning journalist and novelist, winner of the National Book Award of the NASA of Guyana, and an Amazon best-selling author. During the pandemic, he achieved national recognition as a frequent commander and advisor on all aspects of COVID-19 epidemiology and vaccine science.
He currently holds the University of Ottawa Research Chair in University Teaching, focusing on the use of artificial intelligence in post-secondary education. Catherine Mavriplis, PhD, est un ingénieur professionnel et professeur de génie mécanique à l'Université d'Ottawa avec une carrière remarquable. Elle se consacre à la recherche et au développement de programmes soutenant les femmes en sciences et en génie. Elle a été titulaire de la chaire du CRSNG pour les femmes en sciences et en génie de 2011 à 2021. Un programme visant à recruter, retenir et promouvoir les femmes vers des postes de direction. Madame Mavriplis, elle a été la présidente de la Société de mécanique des fluides numériques du Canada et conseillère de l'Institut aérodynamique et spatial du Canada. Elle a été élue comme Fellows de l'Académie canadienne du génie et d'ingénieurs Canada. Merci beaucoup à nos 3 membres du jury. Now comes the highlight of our event, watching our finalists present years of research in just 60 seconds. Their challenge, make complex research clear and engaging in under 1 minute. Pour faciliter votre choix pour le prix du public, nous visionnerons les vidéos en groupe de 5. À la fin de toutes les présentations, vous aurez quelques minutes pour voter via un lien qui sera affiché à l'écran et partagé dans le clavardage. To facilitate your selection for the People's Choice Award, we will be watching the videos in group of 5, giving you the opportunity to take notes. Of course, the vote of the Public Choice Award will take place at the end of the presentation. You will be given a brief window of time to choose your preferred video with the link conveniently provided on the screen as well in the live chat. Let's begin our journey through groundbreaking research with our first set of videos. Installez-vous confortablement et découvrez les projets fascinants de nos premiers et premières finalistes. Donc, nous allons présenter the first group of video. Maestro, ici, first time we're doing an event live, and there we go.
Polycystic ovary syndrome, also known as PCOS, is the most widespread endocrine disorder affecting approximately 4 to 20% of women of reproductive age worldwide. This hormonal condition can lead to ovarian cysts, irregular menstrual cycles, excess facial and body hair, reduced fertility, higher BMI, and an increased risk for diabetes. Among women with PCOS, psychiatric comorbidities, particularly an increased risk of depressive disorders, are common, with over 40% experiencing depression. Consequently, international guidelines now recommend screening for depression among all women with PCOS at the time of diagnosis. However, despite this known link, the pathogenic mechanisms of depression in individuals with PCOS remain unclear. Thus, my research aims to investigate the biological and neurobiological links between PCOS and depression.
Have you ever wandered through the lively corridors of zoo, whether as a curious child or a parent? Zoos have long been choice destination for school trips, where the aim is to spark the human-non-human interaction and ignite a passion for the natural world in our future generations. However, zoos have always been in the debates due to its history, which involved human control over the nature. Recently, zoos have been evolving, rebranding themselves as institutions for education, animal welfare, and conservation. But the question still remains, do these experiences truly make a difference? My research dives deep into this question, mapping the literature to uncover how zoo-based educational programs influence the attitudes, knowledge, and behavior of K-12 students towards conservation. I will explore the factors that shape this interaction, aiming to eliminate the true impact of zoos on our youngest minds. This will help determine whether zoos are merely a window to the wild or a vital part of fostering a sustainable future.
Imagine two twins from the same mother. Yes, they look alike, but could go on to lead very different lives. Isoforms are like these twins. They're molecules that come from the same gene, but can have very different jobs in our cells. One might promote cancer, while the other could actually protect against it. So knowing the roles of these isoforms could be essential to understand and treat diseases like cancer. The current databases available recognize isoforms, but unfortunately they do not show their exact roles. It's like these isoforms have IDs, but without a job description. My research builds a new database that gives each of these isoforms a job description. I trained an artificial intelligence model to do this automatically, going over the tons of research available and giving job IDs to the thousands of isoforms that we know. This database could hopefully guide new treatments, helping us get rid of the harmful isoforms while leaving the beneficial ones.
En 2010, le séisme a révélé une réalité choquante. Les personnes handicapées ont été souvent oubliées dans les plans d'aide d'urgence en Haïti. Aujourd'hui, je cherche à comprendre pourquoi et comment améliorer cette situation. Cette problématique sera supportée par le cadre théorique intersectionnel, me permettant de lever la voile sur les différentes formes de domination qui reproduisent les inégalités structurelles et culturelles en raison des erreurs de ciblage et des pratiques discriminatoires dans les plans d'aide d'urgence. Nous mobilisons la méthode comparative pour comprendre les différences et similitudes entre personnes handicapées urbains et ruraux et la méthode qualitative pour essayer d'expliquer les résultats alarmistes dans la mise en œuvre des plans d'aide d'urgence post-séisme. Ainsi, on doit élaborer des politiques sociales largement ciblées pour que la perspective du handicap soit prise au sérieux en Haïti afin d'améliorer concrètement la situation des personnes handicapées en Haïti.
Lower back pain is a common issue in Canada, affecting millions of people. Up to 80% of adults experience it at some point, significantly impacting quality of life, productivity, and the economy. Around 20% of cases become chronic, leading to frequent and persistent pain episodes. In Canada, spinal surgery consultations can take over a year. Yet, only 20% of patients actually need surgery. Most benefit from lifestyle changes and targeted physical activity. The solution lies in starting behavior change early, forming sustainable exercise habits to manage pain and improve well-being. However, traditional care often lacks the personalization and real-time support needed for lasting change. That's why we've developed the iRelief application. Built on proven behavior change principles, iRelief provides personalized, real-time guidance to bridge the gap between healthcare visits. It empowers users to manage pain effectively, build healthy habits, and regain a more active, pain-free life.
What an impressive start. The diversity of research on display today is remarkable. Nos finalistes présentent des recherches captivantes de la compréhension du lien entre le SPOK et la dépression touchant des millions de femmes à l'impact des eaux sur la sensibilisation environnementale de nos jeunes. Through AI, we're discovering cellular mystery and developing tools for chronic pain management. We are also learning how to better support disabled communities during disaster. Each project tackles real challenges affecting our society. Félicitations à nos 5 premiers finalistes. Your work is truly outstanding. J'ai maintenant, oui, I think they deserve yes, congratulations. J'ai maintenant le plaisir d'accueillir notre vice-provost aux études supérieures et postdoctorales, André Beauchemin. Please welcome our graduate and postdoctoral studies vice-provost, André Beauchemin.
Bonjour. Hello. Merci d'être ici. Thank you for being here, either in person or with us online. I'm truly delighted to join you today at this remarkable showcase of research excellence from our students. And, you know, les universités sont depuis longtemps des centres d'innovation, de découverte qui façonnent notre compréhension du monde puis qui agissent comme catalyseurs, non seulement au niveau scientifique, mais au niveau sociétal. À l'Université d'Ottawa, nous savons que les études supérieures vont bien au-delà de la réussite académique et en recherche de nos étudiants. Il faut former la prochaine génération de leaders intellectuels, d'innovateurs, mais aussi d'agents de changement. From advancing healthcare solutions to addressing climate change and social justice, from exploring technological innovations to pioneering societal transformations, university research drives positive change to the world. And we don't say this often enough, sadly. Ce qui rend le concours uOGRADflix particulièrement unique, c'est sa façon d'incarner l'essence même de la mobilisation des connaissances générées par la recherche. Transformer une recherche complexe en un message accessible, engageant, percutant. Through this competition, our students develop and demonstrate really useful skills that are becoming essential, arguably, in today's world. The ability to communicate complex ideas clearly, to engage diverse audiences effectively, and to translate specialized knowledge into compelling narratives. This year marks an important milestone as well, with key changes in our professional development program, a transferable skills program. Cette initiative reconnaît que les étudiantes et étudiants aux études supérieures ont besoin de plus qu'une expertise académique et en recherche. Il leur faut une gamme de compétences professionnelles pour le marché du travail plus tard, pour leur carrière. En visionnant ces vidéos, aujourd'hui, on assiste à la transformation d'idées en récits qui informent, inspirent, puis peut-être catalysent le changement. Donc, each video represents a bridge also between academic discovery and societal impact. Je tiens à remercier chaleureusement les membres du jury pour leur implication dans l'évaluation des présentations. C'est vraiment apprécié. Additionally, a heartfelt thank you to all the staff, faculty, thesis supervisors, mentors, but also fellow students, family members, and friends who have supported each and every one participant through their journey, not only for the research, but also for the preparation of their videos. So your guidance, dedication, and support are really vital to their success. Merci. And to all our grad students, your work continues to push the boundaries of knowledge. Thank you for engaging in an innovative way to share your research with the world. So your efforts enrich the university community. We thank you for this, and they also demonstrate the vital role that university research plays in building a bright future for each of us. Merci. Thank you.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup, André. Nous allons maintenant visionner le deuxième groupe de vidéos. We enjoyed the second set of video. Maestro, the second block. Thank you.
Microplastics are mainly smaller than 5 millimeters. They are come from many everyday products like city dust, tires, road markings, marine coatings, and personal care products, and they are getting into our oceans, rivers, and lakes. They have already entered the food chain. Animals carry microplastics in their bodies. There are very large reported numbers of accumulation and transport rate of microplastics. So there are different gaps in the area of our research. Because of that, we have two main objectives: physical and numerical modeling of microplastics transport and deposition. So we are using AI and numerical modeling in order to predict hotspots of microplastics in water bodies. Now it's a time to action and increase our knowledge regarding microplastics and deposition patterns.
Glioblastoma is the most aggressive form of brain cancer, with traditional treatments resulting in low survival rates, typically averaging just 12 to 15 months. Immunotherapy is a type of cutting-edge treatment that enhances the body's own immune system to fight cancer. One example of this is CAR NK cell therapy. These therapies show promise but face obstacles such as crossing the blood-brain barrier, a protective barrier that limits the passage of substances between the bloodstream and the brain, and potential neurotoxicity. This study focuses on developing CAR NK cells engineered to specifically target and kill glioblastoma tumors while minimizing adverse side effects and toxicities to the brain. To achieve this, we will develop in vitro models to assess the ability of these cancer-fighting cells to cross the blood-brain barrier, kill the glioblastoma tumor cells while minimizing any disruption or toxic effects to the brain, thereby helping select the best clinical candidates. Ultimately, this research could enhance the safety and effectiveness of CAR NK therapies, paving the way for more effective and accessible treatment options for glioblastoma patients.
Leave me alone!
You're ruining my life!
Any of these sound familiar? With hormones raging and the emotional control center of the brain still in development until youth are about 25, it's no wonder that the ups and downs of adolescence are so evident. So how can we better support you through this challenging developmental period? Research suggests that parenting practices and relationship quality have significant influence on teen mental health. But do parents have the skills to manage their own emotions and connect well with their teens? Well, the reality is that many parents report having a difficult time managing their own emotions and connecting well with them in healthy ways. So for my PhD, I've partnered with an Australian university to adapt their online parenting program for our Canadian context through collaboration with parents and youth. This free program has already been rolled out in Australia and other countries. My work will be to adapt and pilot test this program here in Canada to see if teaching positive parenting practices can improve teen mental health and build more resilient Canadian youth.
You know what causes the flu? Viruses. These tiny creatures, they're everywhere, even in extreme environments, like the one you see behind me. However, there exists a problem. The viral reference databases that we use to study these viruses are heavily biased towards the equator, leaving most of the polar viruses largely unexplored. This contributes to the problem known as viral dark matter, the term scientists use for the unknown viruses. Now, why is this important? Because it tells us that we are unprepared for the next pandemic. COVID is said to have cost the world $16 trillion. That is almost America's entire GDP. Oh, hey, I'm Vibab, a graduate student here at uOttawa. I use bioinformatic techniques to help illuminate this viral dark matter. How do we achieve this? Well, I look for viral information in global datasets and analyze them using our nation's supercomputers. These powerful machines can help me identify new viruses and can make mankind better prepared for the next pandemic.
Hope I didn't scare you too much. Thanks for watching.
Les plaies représentent un problème de santé grandissant ayant des répercussions sur les personnes qui en souffrent, le système de santé et l'environnement. Le personnel infirmier possède un rôle clé pour agir sur cette problématique. Ce rôle représente un défi de taille pour la relève infirmière en raison, entre autres, d'une transition exigeante et du manque d'outils adaptés. Voyons sur le terrain.
Excuse-moi, j'ai besoin d'aide pour le plan de traitement. Je suis vraiment occupée, j'ai pas le temps, mais tu peux regarder dans l'aide-mémoire. Pourrais-tu me guider pour le plan de traitement de la plaie? Il faut vraiment que j'aille dormir, mais Tu peux vérifier sur Internet. J'ai vérifié, c'est tout en anglais, je comprends pas grand-chose, puis le réseau il est vraiment pas bon. Est-ce que quelqu'un peut m'aider, s'il vous plaît? Moi, je pense qu'il faut mettre du miel.
Mon projet vise à co-créer la première application mobile en soins de plaie pour et avec la relève infirmière. Gratuite et pouvant fonctionner sans Internet, elle sera un outil d'aide à la décision clinique qui répondra aux besoins réels du terrain et ultimement pour améliorer la qualité des soins du nouveau-né à la personne aînée.
Congratulations, I think they deserve une bonne main d'applaudissements. Another remarkable set of research presentation from combating microplastic in our water and developing brain cancer therapy to improving teens' mental health, exploring polar viruses and innovating wound care. Chaque projet démontre comment nos étudiantes et nos étudiants aux études supérieures relèvent des défis majeurs en santé, environnement et bien-être communautaire. J'inviterai maintenant Nicolas Brodeur, le champion du concours uOGRADflix de l'an dernier, à nous dire quelques mots. Please welcome Nicolas Brodeur, last year first place winner, who will talk about his experience. Welcome, Nicolas.
Bonjour à tous, je suis très heureux d'être ici aujourd'hui. On m'a demandé de parler de mon expérience d'abord. L'an dernier, quand j'ai fait des petites recherches pour savoir ce qu'était uOGRADflix, c'était pas aussi gros. D'ailleurs, je félicite l'organisation d'avoir augmenté le niveau cette année. Dans mes petites recherches sur uOGRADflix, j'ai trouvé d'abord que c'est un défi qui était super intéressant, puis ça m'a inspiré. Okay? Bon, moi, je suis un physicien, mais n'empêche, pour l'occasion, j'ai mis une petite écharpe, un petit béret, puis j'ai décidé de faire parler l'artiste en moi. Dans mon cas, je devais expliquer comment la physique est souvent associée à l'immensité de la galaxie puis la petitesse des atomes. Moi, je devais expliquer comment la physique pouvait aussi expliquer l'origine de la vie dans l'univers. C'est une question super fascinante, moi, je trouve, puis je voulais la partager avec le plus de monde possible. Donc, il fallait que ça soit créatif et accessible. For me, the creation process was very intense but rewarding. I also had set up the goal of learning 2D animations for the occasion, which had a steep learning curve to it, but I thought it was the perfect occasion to do this. I would have never learned how to do 2D animations otherwise. So this is a skill that I now have that I still have to maintain, but still, I know how to run the software at least. I also had to work a lot on the storytelling aspect because starting from how molecules organize themselves to create life up to developing new therapeutic approaches, such as in cancer research. So all that in 60 seconds was quite a burden at first, but then I managed to do it, at least, I believe so. The key to it, or the way I thought about it, was that I was, throughout the process, always thinking about my parents. I said, I know my parents, they always struggle to explain what I do as a biophysicist to other people, and I wanted to provide them a short video of decent quality that they could show their friends and that their friends could appreciate and understand. So there's always this awkward interaction when you show a video to someone and they go, oh wow, he must be smart. This means that they didn't get it. Basically, what you're looking for is, oh wow, I have so many questions, and now you can start a conversation about your video. And my mother told me that even our hairdresser asked her questions about what I did. Unfortunately, the conversation ended at the end of my video, but still. I can have a nice conversation with a hairdresser if I ever go there. So the main idea is to share your research with the public. Comme chercheur, on a souvent l'impression qu'on fait de la recherche seulement pour les autres chercheurs. Okay? En réalité, on est redevable envers le public. Et le public mérite qu'on lui fournisse des outils pour comprendre ce qu'on fait, de façon à ce qu'il puisse l'apprécier aussi. Okay? Donc, c'est important d'avoir un bon message qui est structuré, sur lequel on a bien travaillé, puis de les embarquer dans notre aventure. C'est surtout ça l'idée. Okay? Donc, il ne faut pas juste travailler avec des chercheurs, on est aussi redevable envers le public. So for the students that are still hesitating to participate in future editions, my simple advice would be just go for it. It truly is the best way to get to know your own projects on a deeper level and to make your project known outside of academic boundaries. And for me, it was also, it provided me the opportunity to fall in love with my project again, the research that I was doing on a daily basis. Merci.
Thank you very much. And Nicolas also represented the University of Ottawa in Aurelia, the provincial competition. So it was a great opportunity for him and networking. Passons maintenant au prochain groupe de vidéos qui nous montrera d'autres facettes fascinantes de la recherche. Let's move on the third set of video.
Considering that feminicide has been defined as the killing of women and girls, or feminine and feminicide bodies, because of their gender, and is at the end of the gender-based violence continuum. Have you ever thought about how feminicide is really understood in society? This is what drove my interest to explore dominant media-based discourses of feminicide in Peru. I assessed 35 news articles about Peruvian feminicide cases from 2019. What discourses were found? Feminicide's concept is blurred, for instance, by only focusing on intimate partner violence and not other types. The victim-perpetrator profiling, mainly blaming the victim, alive or dead, and reducing the responsibility of the perpetrator. The displays of the state's action and inaction, as well as the community involvement. Results suggest that feminicide has become another tool of patriarchy. What are we going to do about it?
Un commun comprend trois choses. Une communauté qui décide ensemble de règles pour prendre soin d'une ressource, matérielle ou non. Et l'engouement est de plus en plus grand pour les communs parce qu'ils sont envisagés comme une réponse possible aux crises sociales, démocratiques, économiques et environnementales. Mais notre système socio-économique les met à mal. Certains chercheurs envisagent les partenariats publics communs comme mécanisme pour les soutenir et accroître la justice sociale. Comme ils sont émergents, je m'intéresse à leur processus d'élaboration. Ma recherche permettra d'identifier des PPC, d'expliquer le rôle des différents acteurs impliqués dans leur élaboration, de comparer les modèles de gouvernance actifs au Québec et de vérifier si ces PPC ont un réel pouvoir transformatif pour nourrir la justice sociale. J'espère ainsi outiller les citoyens, les fonctionnaires et les élus afin de faciliter la collaboration autour de ce mécanisme innovant des politiques publiques.
Hello! What you're seeing right now is a virtual reality simulation I made to test my automated assessment framework. And this is John, a chatbot acting as an angry patient. This will be used by nursing students to practice their de-escalation techniques in a safe environment while receiving score and feedback. Providing assessment to students can become a complicated task, especially with large groups. Multiple choice quizzes are often used, but they don't usually provide feedback. My research is the creation of an automated assessment framework that evaluates tasks using AI in a fast, accurate, and reproducible way. This can range from paper-based quizzes to speech analysis in de-escalation sessions.
Where is the doctor? I've been waiting here for 2 hours.
Hello, Mr. Rodriguez. I'm sorry you've had to wait this long. I can see you're quite frustrated. Could we maybe go to a different room to discuss what brought you in here today?
8 million Canadians experience chronic pain affecting their daily lives and well-being. Treating chronic pain is challenging due to its complex nature, requiring multiple approaches and patient navigation of the healthcare system. Factors like genetics, age, occupation make some groups more prone to chronic pain from illnesses, injuries, or mental health issues. Language barriers and bias, along with financial and social challenges, complicate access to treatment. My research explores how these factors, traditionally studied in isolation, intersect to impact linguistic minorities' access to pain care. I combine interview data from an Ottawa clinic to derive key variables for a decision tree model using Canada-wide data to predict various access to care profiles. Understanding these disparities will help me make recommendations for improved practices and policies.
Our cells are constantly adapting to the world around us. They divide and repair themselves as we live everyday life. When a cell becomes cancerous, they still keep their ability to adapt to harsh conditions, but now they're adapting to chemotherapy and radiation and other modern therapeutics, using a series of molecular reactions we call stress response pathways. This stress response is all about pro-survival for them. It toughens them up and helps them weather the storm. Isn't that cool, guys? I think it's cool. My research is all about studying one of these stress response pathways. I learn about the proteins involved that make it tick. Knowing who they are and what they do could be the key to inhibiting the stress adaptation in the future, making existing therapeutics more effective. That was pretty fun, right? You know, maybe sometimes we could hang out. That would be cool.
Wow, congratulations. Je pense qu'il mérite une main d'applaudissement. Congratulations. Je suis émerveillée par l'excellence et la portée de ces recherches, from groundbreaking work on feminicide in media to advances in cancer treatment. Our students demonstrate exceptional expertise. They are innovating in virtual reality, healthcare equity, and community partnership. Truly remarkable work. Let's discover our next group of inspiring video. Regardons le prochain groupe de vidéos.
Have you ever noticed your performance decline during a mentally demanding task? That's cognitive fatigability, something we all experience, but it's much more severe for about 50% of people with multiple sclerosis or MS. Unfortunately, medications don't improve cognitive fatigability, so we have developed a multidimensional behavioral intervention targeting the body, mind, mood, and contextual factors, all based on existing research. I did a survey with those with MS to ensure the program addresses what matters most to them, and it confirmed that these factors can predict cognitive fatigability. Now we are taking it to the next stage, delivering the program online. After implementing this intervention, I will conduct a focus group discussion with the participants to refine this program based on their feedback for a future clinical trial. I aim to help people with MS maintain cognitive performance, stay employed, and enjoy life to the fullest.
Annually, more than 90,000 Canadians are denied life-altering joint replacement surgery. Long waits leave patients struggling with mobility, profoundly impacting their quality of life. Private clinics emerged as a faster pathway, but critics argue they take easier cases at higher costs. Aiming to assess whether private institutions reduce wait times, we explored the largest medical library, using diverse backgrounds and an advanced search engine. Out of millions, we methodically selected 7 papers from countries with publicly funded healthcare. We found shorter wait times in the private system. Mild cases waited more than moderate in both systems, but only in the public system, moderate waited longer than severe. excluding the top and bottom performers, narrowed the differences. This indicated that efficient institutions, whether public or private, reduced wait times. Thus, we advocate for a policy shift towards a unified performance evaluation that ensures resource allocation favors the entire system, ultimately reducing delays for patients in pain.
Created by the Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh, sunflowers is part of a series. Some also believe that sunflowers are symbols of Van Gogh's artistic genius. The painting reached a new peak of popularity when all newspapers published about it. The reason was a protest at the gallery. Just Stop Oil activists demanded the government of the United Kingdom to stop its current and future oil productions. Media started covering the action immediately. But there was much confusion about the action. How is the splashing soup of Canon iconic painting relevant to climate change? My interest lies in exploring this confusion. I turn to Walter Benjamin's concept of aura. Aura is the unique presence of art in its original form. Mechanical reproduction destroys aura, but it brings things closer. My research delves into the artwork and its auratic value, then dissects the tactic chosen by the activists and explores how mediatization affects these concepts. The study is noteworthy because it applies a modern concept to a postmodern case, and its future directions may examine disruptive action in media and the social function of art.
A line and a disc equal? The first two can be deformed into discs by squishing. What about a circle, a triangle, and a square? The last two can become circles. Now, is a circle the same as a disc? We can stretch the circle or move it, but it's not a disc unless we break it and squish it. In mathematics, the study of deformations without breaks of geometric objects gives rise to structures called higher categories. In general, higher categories are difficult to define. However, the easiest way we can think of them is as a collection of points, arrows, and arrows between arrows, all the way to infinity. These are important in mathematics, but also have applications in theoretical physics. In my research, I investigate methods to understand such objects. My main tool is logic.
Think about the last time you had a performance of any kind. Did the inside of your mind look like this? Did you feel your heart beating faster, your palms getting sweaty? These are the symptoms of performance anxiety. My study will examine the impacts of an intervention on music performance anxiety and performance quality in university music students. The cognitive behavioral approach will be the control intervention. This will focus on goal setting, positive thinking, and relaxation. The experimental group will add the following skills from acceptance and commitment therapy to the control intervention: personal values, mindfulness, and values-based living. The intervention will be completed by participants over 5 weeks. Measurements will take place before and after the intervention. We hope to help musicians reduce their anxiety while performing to the very best of their ability.
Congratulations, félicitations à tous nos finalistes. Before I go on, I just want to mention that sometimes you see there's a delays between the voice and the image. It's nothing to do with the video that were submitted by the student. It's because we're testing the limit of Zoom, YouTube, and the internet at the University of Ottawa. So I just wanted to mention it. So ces recherches sont véritablement remarquables aujourd'hui, des interventions novatrices pour les patients atteints de sclérose en plaques à l'exploration fascinante du lien entre l'art et l'activisme climatique, our researchers are revolutionizing healthcare wait time, advancing mathematical theory, and helping musicians thrive. The excitement continues, and now let's discover our final set of videos. Préparez-vous pour notre dernière série de vidéos avant le dévoilement des gagnants ou gagnantes et du prix du public.
At the University of Ottawa's Faculty of Medicine, students study a wide range of medical topics in great depth. One of the toughest topics for a student to learn is histology, the study of tissue and cells under a microscope. Students often wonder, why am I looking at this? And as a future physician, why do I care about the microscopic features? My research involves creating and evaluating integrated histology modules, incorporating various engagement techniques for second-year medical students. Voiceovers, guided walkthrough videos, and gamification elements such as interactive quizzes encourage students to think critically about what they're seeing and receive immediate feedback on their learning. The module ends in 2 different case studies, encouraging students to see histology not as isolated images, but as part of a patient's story. After students complete the module, they will be able to fill out surveys on both the integrated and non-integrated module types to provide feedback on engagement, relevance, and perceived learning. By comparing these 2 learning methods, our goal is to better understand how integrated patient-centered modules can shape the future of histology education.
Have you ever wondered if government workers like those in Ghana can make decisions without interference? While they must collaborate with politicians, they need a degree of independence to serve the public impartially. When this independence is upheld, it supports essential outcomes in areas like education, leading to positive macro-level impacts. However, in Ghana, political interests often challenge this independence. My research investigates whether Ghana's civil service operates independently, as official documents claim, by examining the public service's accountability, autonomy, and recruitment. That is, who are they truly responsible to? Can they make unbiased decisions? And are they recruited based on their qualifications? My research can help the public service's integrity and impartiality, ensuring it better serves the public.
Saviez-vous que les étudiants francophones et anglophones ne performent pas de la même façon dans nos laboratoires de biologie? Pourquoi cette disparité? Et surtout, comment pouvons-nous y remédier? Dans le cadre de mon doctorat, je mène une recherche innovante à l'Université d'Ottawa pour mieux comprendre et réduire ces disparités. J'utilise une méthode mixte qui combine des enquêtes quantitatives avec des données institutionnelles et des entretiens qualitatifs afin d'analyser les défis spécifiques des étudiants francophones en milieu minoritaire. Grâce aux statistiques, j'identifierai des tendances. Avec les entretiens, j'approfondis les vécus des étudiants pour mieux comprendre ce qui se cache derrière les chiffres. Mon objectif, identifier les obstacles et expliquer cette disparité, qu'ils soient liés au langage, aux ressources pédagogiques ou à l'acculturation, et à proposer des solutions pratiques pour un enseignement plus inclusif. Et les résultats de cette recherche permettront non seulement d'améliorer l'expérience des étudiants en laboratoire, mais aussi pour bâtir une éducation en sciences plus équitable et enrichissante pour tous.
Glaciers are important global water stores, and in a warming climate, it is crucial to monitor and understand changes in glacier mass balance, glacier dynamics, and glacier outflows. The St. Elias Mountains, found along the Alaska-Yukon border, is currently the second largest non-ice sheet contributor to global sea level rise. This region also contains one of the largest clusters of surge-type glaciers globally. Surge-type glaciers cycle between periods of high and low flow velocities.
During surges, velocities increase dramatically, and there is a large displacement of ice within the glacier, changing the surface and outflow. Surges in the region are thought to be driven by a change in the hydrological system beneath the glacier, which is primarily fed by surface hydrological channels. My project aims to evaluate the evolution of surface hydrology throughout a surge cycle to help better understand the mechanisms driving these fast flow outbursts.
Imagine this. You're in a mental health crisis, scared and unsure where to turn. For many, the default is dialing 911. But what if that isn't the right kind of help? Ottawa's new community-based rapid response team is changing that. Instead of traditional emergency services, they send trained professionals directly to you, offering the care you need where you need it. My research dives into how stakeholders, such as clients, frontline workers, and decision makers, perceive the effects of this team. I'm also exploring whether this mobile approach is preferred and if it improves access to care compared to traditional methods, and how social identities may shape these experiences. As mental health needs continue to grow post-COVID-19, my findings will help improve and expand this model, guiding similar programs across Canada and beyond, making mental health services more accessible when they're needed most.
Congratulations, félicitations. Quel voyage extraordinaire à travers la recherche de pointe, from revolutionizing medical education and exploring glacial change in the Yukon to addressing educational equity and improving a mental health crisis response. Our graduate students are tackling crucial challenges across disciplines. Nous avons vu 25 présentations exceptionnelles aujourd'hui, chacune démontrant l'excellence et l'impact de la recherche à l'Université d'Ottawa. Every finalist has contributed to advancing knowledge in their field. Applaudissons leur travail. Félicitations à tous nos participants. I would like the finalists to just stand up so we can see who they are. Please, congratulations. Just to participate in uOGRADflix, it's already an achievement. And now it's time for you to choose the People Choice Award winner. You will have 5 minutes to cast your vote for your favorite video. Vote through the chat link or scan the QR code that will appear on the screen. Le moment est venu de voter pour le prix du public. Votez via le lien clavardage ou en scannant le code QA. For people in the room, it's time to refill on popcorn. So we will be back in 5 minutes. So. And now the moment you've been all waiting for, the winners of the 2025 uOGRADflix competition. Le moment tant attendu est arrivé. Voici les gagnantes ou gagnants du concours uOGRADflix 2025. Je l'inviterai sur la scène notre vice-provost aux études supérieures et postdoctorales, André Beauchemin, pour qu'il remette le prix de la 3e place. We are going to view the video of each winner, and we'll ask each winner or its representative to come near the stairs on my right, your left, during the viewing of the video. Et so we can give the prizes. Et le gagnant ou la gagnante of the 3rd place and the 3rd place winner is Maestro.
Our cells are constantly adapting to the world around us. They divide and repair themselves as we live everyday life. When a cell becomes cancerous, they still keep their ability to adapt to harsh conditions, but now they're adapting to chemotherapy and radiation and other modern therapeutics, using a series of molecular reactions we call stress response pathways.
This stress response is all about pro-survival for them. It toughens them up and helps them weather the storm. Isn't that cool, guys? I think it's cool.
My research is all about studying one of these stress response pathways. I learn about the proteins involved that make it tick. Knowing who they are and what they do could be the key to inhibiting the stress adaptation in the future, making existing therapeutics more effective.
That was pretty fun, right? You know, maybe sometimes we can hang out. That would be cool.
Awesome. I love your video, so congratulations. Félicitations. Thank you. And now please welcome to the stage our Provost and Vice President Academic Affairs, Jacques Beauvais, to present the 2nd place award. Le ou la gagnante de la 2e place est, the 2nd place winner is...
Les plaies représentent un problème de santé grandissant ayant des répercussions sur les personnes qui en souffrent, le système de santé et l'environnement. Le personnel infirmier possède un rôle clé pour agir sur cette problématique. Ce rôle représente un défi de taille pour la relève infirmière en raison, entre autres, d'une transition exigeante et du manque d'outils adaptés. Voyons sur le terrain.
Excuse-moi, j'ai besoin d'aide pour le plan de traitement. Je suis vraiment occupée, j'ai pas le temps, mais tu peux regarder dans l'aide-mémoire. Pourrais-tu me guider pour le plan de traitement de la plaie? Il faut vraiment que j'aille dormir, mais tu peux vérifier sur Internet. J'ai vérifié, c'est tout en anglais, je comprends pas grand-chose, puis le réseau il est vraiment pas bon. Est-ce que quelqu'un peut m'aider, s'il vous plaît? Moi, je pense qu'il faut mettre du miel.
Mon projet vise à co-créer la première application mobile en soins de plaie pour et avec la relève infirmière. Gratuite et pouvant fonctionner sans Internet, elle sera un outil d'aide à la décision clinique qui répondra aux besoins réels du terrain et ultimement pour améliorer la qualité des soins du nouveau-né à la personne aînée.
Congratulations. Oh, unfortunately, she couldn't be here today. She's watching online, I believe, and a thesis supervisor accepted the prize on her behalf. So congratulations. So we will, that moment is arrived with the moment we'll be waiting. So the winner of the 2025 uOGRADflix competition is, quel est le gagnant de cette année? Donc, le gagnant est, the winner is...
Imagine this. You're in a mental health crisis, scared and unsure where to turn. For many, the default is dialing 911. But what if that isn't the right kind of help? Ottawa's new community-based rapid response team is changing that, Instead of traditional emergency services, they send trained professionals directly to you, offering the care you need where you need it. My research dives into how stakeholders, such as clients, frontline workers, and decision makers, perceive the effects of this team. I'm also exploring whether this mobile approach is preferred and if it improves access to care compared to traditional methods, and how social identities may shape these experiences. As mental health needs continue to grow post-COVID-19, my findings will help improve and expand this model, guiding similar programs across Canada and beyond, making mental health services more accessible when they're needed most.
Congratulations. Votre réussite est remarquable. Au nom de l'université, merci à tous les participants et participantes du concours uOGRADflix ainsi qu'à leurs proches et mentors qui les soutiennent durant leur parcours académique. J'invite maintenant Nicolas Brodeur sur la scène pour qu'il remette le prix du public. And now, without further ado, it's time to unveil the well-deserved winner of the Public Choice Award. Je ne le connais pas, donc ça va être une surprise pour moi aussi. Le ou la gagnante du prix du public, the winner of the People Choice Award is...
Have you ever noticed your performance decline during a mentally demanding task? That's cognitive fatigability, something we all experience, but it's much more severe for about 50% of people with multiple sclerosis or MS. Unfortunately, medications don't improve cognitive fatigability, so we have developed a multidimensional behavioral intervention targeting the body, mind, mood, and contextual factors, all based on existing research. I did a survey with those with MS to ensure the program addresses what matters most to them, and it confirmed that these factors can predict cognitive fatigability. Now we are taking it to the next stage, delivering the program online. After implementing this intervention, I will conduct a focus group discussion with the participants to refine this program based on their feedback for a future clinical trial. I aim to help people with MS maintain cognitive performance, stay employed, and enjoy life to the fullest.
Congratulations to all the winners, and also congratulations to all the finalists being selected among the top 25 projects is already exceptional recognition of your talent. Be proud of sharing your research with such clarity and passion. Once we conclude, I invite all the finalists, winners, and distinguished guests to join us on stage for photos. Organizing an event of this nature demands considerable time and effort. I would like to thank all of those who have dedicated their hard work to make this competition possible. Un événement d'une telle ampleur requiert la contribution de nombreuses personnes sur le campus. C'est pourquoi nous tenons à exprimer leur gratitude. En premier lieu, merci aux membres du jury. Catherine, Luc, and Rawat, thank you very much. Also, thank you to our special guests, Jacques Beauvais, André Beauchemin, and Nicolas Brodeur. Thanks to our volunteer that did the popcorn today. I think I have the right name, Maximilian and Lucia. So thank you very much for helping us today. So I think everybody in the room was happy to have the popcorn. And, 1 second, I know that means I have to hurry up and finish, but give me 1 minute. Thanks to my co-worker today, Special Ken. It was a stressful morning with all the technical issues, so thank you for your support. Especially thank you to Mayada El Malouf, the colleague of the event. And I just want to thank Andrew, Pierre, and Michael, our tech support today. And the University of Waterloo, because it's the University of Waterloo that started the uOGRADflix competition and gave us all access to their content and everything, so to allow to create this competition. So once again, thank you for joining us today. The event recording and finalist video will soon be available on the uOGRADflix YouTube channel. Nous vous remercions de votre présence, de votre soutien envers nos étudiants et étudiantes. See you next year for another exciting live finals. Au plaisir de vous retrouver l'an prochain. Merci.